Hello, moneymakers. I'm Brandon Robinson, National Director here at Calvary Realty. Look us up on Google. We got 5 stars. Now, as myself and my team are out and about talking to buyers and sellers, we often get asked, what are we seeing in the storage market? So in this video, I thought I'd address the various questions I get asked about the storage market here in Q2 of 2024. Now, the first thing that I'm seeing in the market is, as relates to storage operations, I am seeing occupancy rates down across the board, all across the nation by 5 to 10%. So as opposed to 2022 occupancy rates of 95% to 100%, I'm now seeing average occupancy in the low to mid 80s. Also seeing rental rates down by 10%. 15% in some areas if you're very tertiary and very rural markets. I'm also seeing a lot more people resort to remote management of facilities as a way to really cut back their costs and make up for the loss of income that they're seeing with their occupancy dipping and also their rental rates dipping as well. The second thing that I'm seeing in the market is I'm seeing transaction volume increase in Q2 of 2024 as opposed to Q2 of 2023. I believe that sellers have adjusted and they've adjusted their prices down to a rate where buyers are actually interested. They've come down by 15 to 20% on some of the listings that we've had out there for the past 12 months. And I'm also seeing buyers having a little bit more certainty and surety with the long-term economics as it relates to interest rates. Since the Fed has paused rate hikes for the past 9 months to 10 months, it's given buyers an ability to, adjust and better forecast where they can expect interest rates to be in the next 6 months. So that's brought a lot of buyers back to the table. The third thing that I'm seeing is I'm seeing a lot of deals done with creative financing. Whether it's other brokers or whether it's our brokerage, we're seeing a lot more seller finance deals, lease options, loan assumptions, partnership buyouts, corporation buyouts. We're seeing a lot of people get very creative as a way to avoid using banks and as a way to avoid the high property tax reset that comes with having properties change title. Fourth thing that I'm seeing is I'm seeing a lot more conversions of office space, big box retail space, and even shopping malls. There's actually a shopping mall owner that approached me to pitch their mall to storage developers who could then use portions of their mall to convert into storage. More office spaces, Bed Bath Beyonds, Kmart's, a lot of those are being converted over into storage here in 2024 more than they were in the past. Also, I'm seeing a lot more investors that are moving from office, retail, and apartments and entering the storage asset type. Every single week, I'm speaking to someone who is complaining about the landlord-tenant laws in apartments. They're complaining about office and retail vacancy, so they are now moving their money into self-storage. Sixth thing that I'm seeing is I'm seeing loan interest rates between 6.5% to 7% on average. I would say on average, I'm seeing 7%, but depending on the credit worthiness of the buyer, I'm seeing some buyers get loans as low as 6.5%, but I'm not seeing anything below that rate. As far as cap rates, what I'm seeing in the metro areas, I'm seeing stabilized cap rates between 5 to 6% for Class A properties. If it's tertiary properties, Class A properties in tertiary or secondary markets, I'm seeing cap rates between 6 to 7%. If it is Class B facilities in tertiary markets, I'm seeing those cap rates between 7 to 8%. And if it's Class B or C in the primary markets, I'm seeing cap rates between 6% to 7%. Last thing I get asked a lot is, what do I think is going to happen with interest rates? Is the Federal Reserve going to raise or lower rates? I think that rates are going to remain the same until the election. I don't foresee the Federal Reserve wanting to tamper with the election one way or another and make it either look positive or negative for the Republican or Democratic Party, depending on what they do with the rates. So I think they're going to keep them the same. I think if anything, rates will drop next year because the Federal Reserve, they have raised rates 11 times and they've accomplished their goal of getting inflation at a manageable number. Inflation right now is 3% year over year. So the Federal Reserve really does not have any reason to increase the rates any more than they already have. So there you have it, guys. That's what I'm seeing in the market here in Q2 of 2024. If you have an interest in buying or selling storage facilities nationwide, Calvary Realty would love to be of assistance. We have 5 stars on Google and hundreds of satisfied customers. Until next time, keep making money.